The whole fun of those are the loopholes. That is absolutely not true. The whole fun of those is figuring out what other people's values are, not, you know,
Right.
can you think your way out of this situation? It's like if I said, would you rather, like, lose your sight or lose your taste? And you'd be like, well, I'd rather lose my taste because the sense of smell is more closely tied to taste than the actual sense of taste. You know what? Fuck you! What do you value more, your eyes or your freaking tongue? Alright?
Or if it was like hearing and sight, and then, but the answer is we can actually just replace your hearing medicinally after you lose it.
I would get surgery, I'd get a cochlear implant. No, you can't. Because then it ends up being this like 50-minute discussion where you're like, no, it's actually a universe where cochlear implants aren't true, or they don't exist yet. You're like, well, I'd invent them then using the technology that we have in our universe. And you're like, it's crazy, man.
So you went from a dude that's taking like a theoretical question to a freaking scientist who's inventing cochlear implants.
Yeah. I mean, for the snail thing,
train of thought.
I think the realistic thing that you would do is maybe like calculate the walking speed. We're obviously assuming that the snail is immortal. And then with your $10 million, you would like buy 2 different places across the world. Oh man.
Oh no.
So you would buy like maybe like a place in Australia and a place in like, you know, America. And then you know the length of the Pacific Ocean, or the breadth of the Pacific Ocean.
Well, you need to tag the thing, though. You need to know where it is.
No, you just calculate it. And then...
How do you know where it starts? You don't want to see it, it might be too late.
You stand in like a field first so you can see where it is, and then you know that's your starting point, so you can calculate it from there. And these aren't loopholes, these are just things that you would do in the situation. And then I think you would just, you know, let's say it takes...
What if you had to sleep, though?
Well, you do have to sleep. That's why you got two places across the world.
When you're waiting in the field, I mean, you have to sleep while you're waiting for it to show up. What if it comes when you're sleeping? You'd be dead. It's not that simple. You need a watch.
You said, yeah, you get a watch.